Hello guys, welcome to LG on Tech YouTube channel, and this episode it's called Technical Analysis on HEX token, and actually it was brought to you by HEX token community reacting to my YouTube videos, and actually I have conversation through YouTube messages in the comment section with one of the member of HEX token community, and his name is I'm gonna switch to desktop recording. He goes by the name of the G-Man, and he brought some couple interesting points, and we're gonna go over all of them one by one, and to tell you the truth, I would agree with him 100%. And you know what, I would hope that people like G-Man for HEX token community would be a spokespersons or spokespeople, and will if you need some advice, I believe on let's say on a HEX token and what to do, he will be one of the right people to actually answer those questions, instead of, let's say, some other community members or YouTubers shilling out to you, let's say, a big payday. But guys, we're not gonna form too many opinions here. We're just gonna go over points, and actually we'll go over technical analysis, and we'll just switch. And that's actually the nice conversation with the G-Man. Awesome. I already can tell that he's an awesome person, very knowledgeable also. So guys, let's get started. And so in my opinion, right now the question is, let's say, what's next? And let's say, what happened, in this the whole year of a HEX token launch, and how has it been. So guys, basically let's say right now I'm on a Uniswap version 1, so we have more price data, not volume data, but price data. There's no volume data because the liquidity right here, actually it's 7 ETH, but it was transferred to version 2 of a protocol. So right here it's on a version 2 of Uniswap, and that's why from this point when liquidity was transferred, most of it you can actually see what kind of liquidity or volume was done on a HEX token and Ethereum trading pair. And let's go back to this chart, and right here we have the start, let's say the start of a HEX token, which was like okay guys, you can actually go to uniswap.vision, and you'll have switch it for daily right here for daily, let's say 1 day, and you will have the same chart, because let's say to get those numbers, they're very tiny. Back then, let's say in January or even this started 20 December 2019, let's say, prices of HEX in Ethereum was very, very, very small, and that's actually when most of the people in HEX community, that's actually when they got in. So they got in. I wonder if we can arrow eraser cross that. Okay. This is where is my drawing? Right here, but I thought that it is. So let's say, guys, most of the HEX token community. We need to make it bigger. Joined right here in that spot, and I was actually one of the persons actually joining it in this area. So I've been participating in HEX from day one. Actually, I was waiting for it because it was very promising coin, So guys, to continue. Right here, if you actually started anywhere between December 2019 and April 20, you're good. A couple days ago, the big dump actually brought it almost to the level from April 20th, from 5th of April of 2020. So, and actually, you know what, guys, I actually bought in here also and already sold that. So on that, in this case right here, because I saw they starting to buy it up rapidly, so actually we made like 80% on this trade. And guys, remember, this is not a financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. And so one of the points we're trying to make here, following the G-Man's comments, and let's just read it. All coins, G-Man responded, all coins are too centralized at the beginning. HEX is still in the infancy, so I expect the wealth to become much more evenly distributed as time goes on. That's true. Most of the any cryptocurrency project where they were started, they were very centralized. So that means one person or a group of person included with let's say founders with a project, they held the majority of the coin. So that means, including Ethereum. Ethereum was very centralized at the beginning. Bitcoin, same thing. But Satoshi Nakamoto actually, even the coins he holds right now, he's doesn't have access to them, or he has access to them, but he's not using them. He just left it like it is, and he's anonymous. So that's awesome. But like G-Man said right here, most of the projects at the beginning were very centralized. Just guys, just in comparison to one coin which I know, let's say it's a WISE token, there is, and especially right now we have 2020, it's 10 years of cryptocurrencies, and there is no more need for a coin to be centralized, especially in today's day and age. So let's say like WISE token launch, and WISE token, let's say right now it's under reservations. You are not when you reserve, you cannot, let's say, recycle Ethereum in it. It's actually one of the first launches, and there is no coins going to the founders, only to people which invest into it and get the proportional, let's say, proportional value to the Ethereum deposited. So basically, it's a fair launch for everybody, for big guys and the small guys. And let's say if you whale and you dump lots of let's say Ethereum reservation, you only get 10%. And whale, we let's say in a WISE token we call 10 if you have 50 Ethereum or more to invest. So one thing is, the WISE token will not be centralized like any other coins on the market. And let's say why the centralization is bad, especially in this day, because you have one entity or one group which controls majority of a token, and that means, and that basically what that means, and especially like when we look at the HEX coin right now, which, yes, of course, if you are a trader and you know how to trade, so that's why I would if you would like to trade and know something about technical analysis, I would recommend Crown's Crypto Cave and his programs. And he's an awesome guy, and he's got a real life experience on trading floor, including Wall Street and Chicago Exchange also. And he's a great option trader too. That's where he got started. But guys, not to get sidetracked, one person holds most, it's centralized HEX coin holds the most, or let's say the majority of the coin, or the majority of the token right now. And what that means, especially when they start using, I believe they from here, or actually from here, from the first pump, whoever is controlling all of this, actually they are using already algorithm, or you can call it in these days trading bot. But since they have majority of the coins, they're a major player, and what we can do as a small people, only guess what the actually when you have a we can actually only guess what the big player is gonna do. If there is one player, let's say like in HEX coin, we need to actually if we want to make some money trading, let's say HEX coin, we need to get into Richard's hard mind, and we need to actually try to predict what he's gonna do, or what his intentions are. Let's say if you have a decentralized coin, when there is many participants, many people holding, let's say the token, holding the the asset, then you have to actually guess what the majority of the herd wants to do. If it feels that this token is undervalued or overpriced. If it's overpriced, that means they're gonna sell it. If it's undervalued, you know, that means they're gonna buy it. So you just have to get into the head or in a psychology of a crowd thinking. You know what they're doing. Something like if there is a COVID situation, let's say something dumps. You know, that means because all people, you know, started, you know, thinking the same way. Let's say, oh, okay, well, let's change this for $1. Maybe I'm gonna, you know, need dollars. Or cash, you know, into my accounts or under the pillow, you know, bad times are coming, and that's why you have, let's say, a dump like a COVID-19. And also, as in each market, all those pumps and dumps, you know, here, you know, even those smaller ones, this is made so the majority player, and it depends if he wants to have as much Ethereum or as much of a HEX coin. This is made so he benefits the most. So basically, in let's say in one situation when you have somebody, let's say buying up right here, or buying or the guys, you know, let's say like some of the HEX community, which I don't agree with, you know, they hyped in this, and Jimin actually corrected it. Says that he said that some of the people, where is it? We have centralization gone. Yes, 88% dumps are common in crypto. It's what happens where after the dump. That's important. Yes, that's of course it is true. Okay, people only got wrecked if they bought the top and sold the bottom. Okay, let's address this thing. We're just gonna put an X right here. We're still talking about this stuff right here. Okay, so basically what that means, let's say if people got wrecked which invested at the top, so when, let's say, the hype is in, you know, people are shilling out, okay, HEX is going up, you know, buy it. All people which actually bought it here, bought it here, with, let's say, the majority player, what it actually does, when he dumps, and let's say you invested 1 Ethereum here, all right, and basically the market is testing your strength. Testing your strength. You know what? A real trader which trades, he will go level by level. And a real trader, what he will do, he will when he actually, let's say, if this kind of like a poker play, if you bet that this thing's gonna go up right here, and let's say it goes down below your level, you cut off the trade right away. You don't think, oh, okay, I'm gonna rebuy it lower. No. You cut the trade, and then you actually look for another entry position. Let's say we're gonna look for entry position here. It goes the right way. We hold it. Okay, it goes up. We sell it, and this is basically trading. But most of the people which are getting into the let's say trading space, they're not experienced, and they have emotions. And basically, what let's say bot like this, and let's say the interest of the biggest player is, let's say, to get as much Ethereum from you as possible. So people are actually hyping up right here, hyping up, buying up, and the majority player actually he dumps, let's say, his HEX and changes it for Ethereum. All right. And another thing is, okay, let's say I bought right here on top. I would say, God damn it. I'm 20% down. It's gonna bounce up. Okay, it's bouncing up. Okay, I'm gonna rebuy it. Okay, I'll rebuy it. All right, and like, bang, dump again. So let's say you invested another Ethereum right here at the top. All right, and most of the people actually coming into the trading space are very inexperienced. So what it does, let's say at this level, you have 2 Ethereum, let's say, invested, and you say, God damn it, I'm down. You don't cut off your trade. Your regular trader will always, you know, cut off his trade. If not, then he's gonna be wrecked, whatever. And let's say those guys from here, they taking it to another level right here. And then those people, let's say let's do a price range. Let's say those people right here are 57% down. So that means you had 2 Ethereum invested right here at those points here and here, and right now you'll have, let's say, 52% less. So instead of 2 Ethereum, you have 1 Ethereum in your, let's say, in your portfolio. All right, let's say you're like, oh man, I knew it's gonna happen, you know, I'm wrecked again, I can't deal with that, you know, they promised me this and that, you know, whatever. And you know, let's say you talk to somebody and they say, okay, hold it, you know, hold it, be a hodler, you know, hold it. Okay, let's say they're taking it down to another level, and then you'll find out that most of the people will say, God damn it, I put $10,000, I have freaking right now 75% less, 2.5, that's it for me, I'm dumping the rest of the coin, I'm out of the market. And that's actually the true story for 80% of the people or retailers investing in any kind of, or trading in any kind of asset like this. And that's why, guys, you know, the regulation, or the battle for regulation, you know, especially from US and Europe, it's for, they say, you know, oh, they need regulation, so the retail trader or a retail person which actually wants to trade, or it's protected a little bit, or they want to get rid of it, because that's actually this stuff, all this, like the scenario, you know, which we quoted, it's actually to get, let's say, if you invested 2 ETH here, $1,000 at today's price, you have only $250 left, and then you say, okay, I'm cutting my losses, I'm out, and all that stuff. And who benefits at that? Actually, the biggest player actually benefits, because he's got your ETH at that point, your Ethereum. And another thing is, guys, all this beautiful scenario, okay, that's maybe another term you heard. It's that market likes to, one of the market cycles things, it's that extreme pain. And right now, let's say if the guy is 75% down, let's say they bring it to the level from the start of the coin. And if the majority player will brings it down here, I would bet that even the most people which are the most hardcore and believe in HEX, they will have some doubts about it. But right now at this point, you know, for a HEX coin, I think the major dump, it's I think they want, you know what, guys, it will all depend, you know, we'll all see how greedy the HEX project is, or the not HEX project, the person who holds the majority of the coin, how greedy. Because if they're gonna bring it here to this level, they're gonna bring whole bunch of pain for the HEX holders, whole bunch of pain. If they're gonna stop right here and actually, you know, start, let's say, bringing the price up, let's say, you know, some corrections and up and like this, that will be great. That will be awesome for all of the, you know, HEX holders and believers. All right, but if that will not happen, let's say if that will not happen like that, if they're gonna bring it down here, that means they wanna, you know, actually do some more pain, you know, for HEX holders, and the story might be that the story could be like with Cardano, and which when you take a look at the, let's say, at Cardano on trading view. Yeah, guys, you know what? Yeah, let's take a look at the Cardano trading view. All right, it was, let's say, ADA. ADA BTC. I wonder if Binance got the I wonder if Binance got the full featured chart. Oh, we're gonna switch for, I think it will be a Poloniex. I think Poloniex got the most yeah, the most data. You know what, guys, you know what, let's bring that's a trading view, and this is actually Cardano. And guys, this is actually like even right now. All right, everybody says, you know, this thing Cardano is pumping. But since Cardano, same thing, it's very centralized, and there is what's called backholders. What's going on from this, let's say, all-time high, but I think it was there's a whole bunch of one more leg right here on the left. But let's say from whatever Binance, you know, recorded on Cardano, guys, you are still down like 1,000%. All right, from the beginning. And let's say if they're gonna bring HEX like that, so each time, let's say the majority player brings the Cardano up, he starts unloading his, let's say, you can say HEX bags on you, on people which actually they like the project, maybe they want to try it, you know, and hold it. But basically what happens here, each time it goes up, you know, they unloading bags. Each time they unloading bags, So that means, again, you deposit 1 Ethereum, and on the end, you have, let's say, 80% less of Ethereum, you know, to Ethereum, you know, in worth of the Cardano. So let's say you deposit 70% or 70% down, you know, you have 0.3 Ethereum, and this actually ends up in their pockets. And the you know, scenario, let's say if majority player would actually continue doing that, so that means you're gonna have a pump and dump in low trajectory. And if that happens, that means you know what, the majority player, like let's say Richard Hart, it does not want this project to actually get big anymore. And the other, you know, the other side of that is, if, let's say, if the majority player or a HEX token holder will bring this thing like withdraw, like right here lower, and just dump it, because that's how their that's how their algorithm works. So basically, each time, you know, they make money because people are just, you know, getting rid of the coins, or you know, they're not gonna hold it, or if they're not traders, okay, just regular people or retailers, you know, they'll just get rid of it, you know, and that's it, you know, they'll say, okay, I'm barred, you know, I lost my money, but this money actually, it's not lost, it's lost for them, but it's not lost, it's actually still in the system, and the majority player actually uses it, you know, all the time. And that's how markets actually work. But going back here, if this thing, you know, is gonna go up, dump, up, dump, up, dump, but it will continue, let's say, the up trajectory like this, that's still good. For long time holders, let's say for a year, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So now it's actually a very good time to watch HEX coin and HEX project to see you know, which direction actually it will take. It is very interested, you know, interesting. So now we can actually watch and see which direction, you know, it's gonna take. And also the let's say the bot they employed, it's very simple. Actually respects, you know, I got some major levels right here. At those points, you can actually draw them yourself, and actually, as you can see, you know, it's respecting those levels, you know, very good. The green ones at this moment are actually supports. The red ones are actually resistant. So pretty much, I would say that this thing will go here and continue down, or here, bounce from here, let's say again, and let's say if it goes on top of this one, it's a very big possibility, you know, that it continues you up, you know, and all that stuff in upper trajectory. If it starts going even lower up to this level, I think they already decided that they will you know, choose the maximum pain, and even the hardcore HEX holders will actually get rid of the coin. But you know what, this one of the points which actually G-Man brought over, it's right here, that I can see Richard Hart dumping on the Hexicans and destroying HEX, and that's true and correct. And this, when he goes, let's say he's already incredibly wealthy, he's in this for the glory. guys, for your sake, you know, or the people who actually bought here and still holding, for your sake, you know, I hope it's true, and I hope the G-Man it's true, and he's got a valid point here. So it's possible, but you know what? Going back to centralization, it is bad that we need to actually all your fate. It's actually decided by a majority holder or one person, you know, holding the HEX token on the market. This is basically the cryptocurrency, like Richard Hart says himself, was actually you know, developed to get rid of the, let's say, whales that the U.S. government, you know, holds most of the you know, the U.S. dollars, US coin, the majority player, everything, you know, happens, you know, with their you know, approval or whatever, you know, they have they're like a god, you know, for US dollars. Same thing like Richard Hart is a god right now for HEX. But the cryptocurrency was developed to get rid of that middleman, get rid of that god, you know, person, you know, who decides, oh, today it's gonna be a good HEX day, tomorrow it's gonna be a bad HEX day. And same thing, you know, if you think I have a valid point here, please take a look at the WISE token, which is the launch itself. It's totally decentralized, and you know, decentralized. It's guys actually came up with a trustless liquidity, and we are actually going to jump into that. So guys, we covered that stuff. Let's say from G-Man, the 88% dump are common in crypto. Is that what happens after the dump is important? Yes. In this case, on a, you know, for a HEX token, it is very important. Like we discussed right here, if it's gonna take the southern road, you know, in the coming months, years, and I don't know how Richard Hart, you know, will and how fast he wants to accelerate it. But I believe, or it's gonna take the southern road right here. That's very important, and like he said, we'll see. Like he said, we'll see. But you know what, guys, making another point here, it's very bad that one person has to decide, you know, what's be going with HEX token, and not all people participating in the market. So these are my thoughts on that. Let's say about the liquidity. Let's switch here. That the liquidity is actually 0.7, but that's a version 1 of a Uniswap token, the Uniswap exchange. Let's say on version 2, there is a 5,000 Ethereum on one side, 652 million of HEX on the other side. First of all, the problem with that is that let's say if you know what, guys, let's go to Uniswap. Yeah, Uniswap interface, and the problem with that is that let's go charts, that any kind of a big player, let's find let's say pair, and let's find the HEX pair. Where are you HEX pair? Any kind of a big player which wants to get in or even trade. Where is HEX? There it is, on place 36. Let's go trade, and any kind of a big player with this kind of liquidity, guys, actually won't be able to participate. So if they don't up the liquidity, let's say right here, let's say to at least if Richard Hart you know, doesn't provide the liquidity for 50 million let's say dollars worth of Ethereum to $50 million worth of HEX coin, this project, it's not gonna go up right here. I don't think so, because all the small participants like us, like you and me, are already in let's say in a HEX system. What they need bigger players, and no one big player will actually participate in HEX coin knowing that one person has got 90% of the coin. That's one thing. Another thing is, no one big player will actually participate in a coin which got only 5,000 Ethereum in liquidity on one side. So that means the total, like we said, it's around 5 million. Because let's say I have 100,000 worth of dollars of Ethereum. Okay, just one bigger trader. Okay, I'm small trader. Let's say it's at $500 for argument's sake, the ETH. Okay, we have 200 ETH. All right, All right, guys. And let's say we trying 200 ETH. Okay, it should be added already here. Why the hell it's not added? Okay, there it goes. We have 200 ETH. All right. And guys, if one guy right now tries to actually buy $100,000 worth of HEX coin, he changes for Ethereum, but the slippage is 3.79%. So right away when he buys it, and those guys, you know, when they trading, if for a whole year with his trading account, he's up like 30%. He's the one of the best, you know, traders, you know, in the firm, in the company. So they happy. If they're gonna see that $100,000, you know, it's a 3.79% slippage. Oh, they say, man, I already losing freaking 4% just to get in. All right, so that means the big whales or big guys, you know, who wants to participate in the market, they won't be able to. Let's say the guys got 500,000. So it's 1,000 Ethereum. He's already paying 16.5%. So if Richard Hart want up the liquidity right here, if he want up the liquidity right here, it is the HEX coin has no future of getting, you know, in a let's say in a huge you know, getting a huge start, you know, getting the huge price increase. And that's a liquidity problem. This liquidity problem actually it's solved in a WISE token because, and WISE token already at this moment, and today it's 11/22, so November 22nd, it's already collected 20,583 Ethereum, and all this minus the startup cost, which is maximum of 2,000 ETH. At this point, 2,000 ETH, and actually at this point it's going to be like 9% of that money will only go to return people's gas fees to pay for a bounty program, which we have on a contract in a WISE token. But that means almost all of this ETH will go trustlessly to Uniswap and create Uniswap WISE token pair, which here, let's say we're gonna have we'll have 4 times more liquidity, and this is day 11th, and we have 38 or 39 more days to go, and already the WISE token will have more liquidity here. Another point, let's say what G-Man said, dumps, and it's like another thing is, if you have been HEX since day one, yes I was, you will know that the HEX is designed to be staked for long-term gains. That's correct, guys. But if we gonna see that they actually bringing down the coin, that could be a very, very, very long time, you know, to get any kind of good gains from this. If we're gonna see that, you know, the Northern Road scenario plays out, that's good. And if you're patient enough, yes, in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you know, you might have you know, made good money. If we're gonna see that this thing's gonna take a Southern Road, you know, from this point on, that means the majority player of a HEX coin, it's not interested. And also, like we talked, you know, about the big players in this space, those guys actually, let's say if they know that one person holds majority of a token, they won't get in. Only they can actually approach, let's say, Richard Hart and say, okay guy, give us 50%, so we will feel safe. At least we'll both have, you know, control over this market, not only you. And this is another valid point from trading or trader's view about the HEX token future from now on. So guys, just, you know, watch those levels, you know, watch those levels and see what's going on. If you feel that you know, and let's say if you invested here, you received a big payday and you staked, let's say if you already got them at 80% down, don't close your, I'm not financial advisor, this is not financial advice, but I wouldn't close your stakes. Just leave them open, leave them, you know, play out and forget about this money, let's say for a year or 2 years or 3 or 5 years. And you know what, the play, you know, on the right now on the from a HEX token, and now it's gonna be a real test of a HEX token, because he needs to convince market, not only himself, because he participates in that. He gets, you know, he brings us maximum pain on the market. But now, if he wants, or you want the HEX token to get big, you need to convince the market that there's worth for them to participate in that. So they will actually produce the interest and get the coins the other way around. The coins from, let's say, Richard Hart back to your pockets. And another thing is, guys, let's go back again to one topic, which is if coin market cap is a gatekeeping, if it's gatekeeping the HEX coin. Guys, it's not. Because let's say HEX coin was number 10. Right now it should be, I think, number 22, and I think it will go even more, because Richard Hart, since the gas fees are very high. Richard Hart live hex.live. Richard Hart actually still, let's say HEX. Okay, there's only 34. Before, yesterday or today, let's say 8 hours ago, this was still at 50%. It's still at 34. It needs to go down to 12.7, but that means he's got most of his stakes finished. The 3 to 1 day stakes finished. So the more coins actually go back, go back to a circulation, and you know, the market cap actually grows. But what's wrong with that market cap? And if it's a coin market cap is actually gatekeeping HEX coin? No, it's not, because imagine that I have, and let's say I have on Uniswap create a pair. I mint myself. I'm gonna do a let's say a simple ERC20 token. My token's got 12 billion tokens or coins, whatever. And let's say I go to Uniswap and create a pair for that token. So let's say we have 12 billion of LJ tokens, and let's say if Ethereum is at $500 right now, and I'll put $500, so one Ethereum, let's say to, and I'm gonna, on the other side, I'm gonna put 500 LJ tokens and deposit that liquidity to pool on Uniswap. And basically at that moment, I would say that that's my 500 LJ tokens are equal to one Ethereum. Since Ethereum is $500, so one LJ token is equal to $1. But when I have 12 billion of them listed, so according to Nomics, they would calculate my LJ coin at $12 billion. At $12 billion. With only $500 or $1,000 in liquidity. So that's why even the site reporting like Nomics, you be very careful with it, because the same story and same principle applies to a HEX coin. You have $4 billion market cap coin with $5 million in liquidity. And basically when you check the, and I have video screenshots of that, when you checked this three days ago, when Richard Hart was actually staked 90, I think 7 or 8% of the coin itself. Guys, the market cap and HEX.live actually get rid of it. You know, it was around 150, and it was around, I believe, $40 million, and that will actually correspond market capital of $40 million to $5 million in liquidity. Yes. But this and when he actually, Richard Hart actually puts on a, let's say on a show that, oh, we are gate capped. This guys, it's not right. It's a sham basically. So that's why CoinMarketCap won't list it in the top coins, because they know actually what's going on, and that's for a market cap, that's actually it. And actually the video is already at 40 minutes. It's a long summary video, but guys, that's it. And one more thing is, let's say if you have anything to from G-Man. Actually, thanks for letting me know your qualifications. No problem, G-Man. And you know what, guys? I hope more people like G-Man were on a were actually in a HEX token community, and I believe there is, but they need to have a voice, because all of those points he brought in, they're valid. And I cannot disagree with them. The each point he brought, it's right. And guys, another thing is, let's say go back, on technical analysis. So you have you can actually follow this on your Uniswap.vision, and same thing, just mark off those levels and see, or what, guys, I'll comment actually on in which way we're gonna take on a HEX token. And guys, so basically, just to summarize it, I think the big dump move, it's down. Let's say I have from this level, bear flag, the pole of it. It was from here. I'm not counting the wicks. The wicks are misleading, especially in a low liquidity like this. This is misleading. So I actually went from one level to this level. That's my pole. And calculating from this pole, actually we landed on a green line and overshot it a little bit. So I think that might be it for if it stops right here, all the dumping, that means HEX coins got a chance, to go up again. And maybe even we have to give it some time. We have to give it some time and see what it formulates, if they're gonna switch algorithm from selling to buying and all that stuff. But guys, remember, all of this is designed to bring you pain, and designed so the majority player benefits the most out of it. So you need to be very careful and basically go level by level. Same thing, like I bought it here, I already sold it here for 80% gain. But that's, I know what I'm doing. If this thing was, when I bought it here and this thing was going down, I would basically cut it loose and rebuy it lower. And especially when it's so volatile, like, and traders, they love volatility. That's one thing. Yeah, that's a big plus of a HEX token, especially right now. This volatility, traders love it. Traders love it. And especially when it actually conforms to let's say simple algorithm, and which you can actually follow, and be successful in let's say trading HEX token. Most of the other coins, it all depends on not on the algorithm or on people participating in. It only depends on a majority player, something like here, but at least they are hooked up to the algorithm, and doing we'll see what they're gonna do. That's one thing. If you have, let's say, like Turtle coin, which I'm owner to also, started like it was like 80 years ago. It always goes down, yes, but and I have like millions of it. But guys, what? Price went up. They dumped whatever they need money for whatever. But guys, anyway, it's already freaking 43 minutes. So sorry for bringing you that long of a video, but I hope you a little bit smarter, about HEX token and its its future, its future and what might happen. And this is all, remember, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and be very careful what you invest your money into. And thank you so much for watching. Be very careful, and of course check out the Wise token. WiseToken.fun would actually bring you to WiseToken.net. I will get 10% if you choose to reserve any Wise tokens. Right now in a launch phase. But guys, also remember that Wise token community actually was derived from HEX token. The people who did not agree, with the majority player of the Ethereum recycling, let's say the origin address and all that stuff, yes, they make money right here. Yes, they make money. Yes, they make money on Richard Hart, and people also investing. But some of the more I would say conscious guys with a conscience, they actually pulled out. Like, let's say, like Peter Gill say, you know what, guys, I'm not participating in that because some people are getting hurt, and you know what, and started, you know, let's say, working on a project which has trustless liquidity, guys, which 100% of a coin, or let's say 99% of a coin goes, you know, to provide liquidity for it. There is no Ethereum recycling in it. You know what? Some of the guys from HEX community got actually fed up with that, and because just for a summarization, this coin could become the HEX coin. Could be something good. Could be something good. People, you know, it had a, you know, chance to become something good. Of course, the majority player had to, you know, break everything down for us. So that's bad. But at least Wise token was derived actually from all the mistakes and all the greediness, you know, from you know, like in a HEX token, it's cut off, and you have pure token. And you know what? Like I said before, each token launch or each token I'm gonna be reviewing, I'll actually, guys, this thing is so good. We'll compare it to Wise token standard, and I'll just call it the, you know, new thing, Wise token standard, how the cryptocurrency should be. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry to bothering you to death for 46 minutes, but you know what, I had you know, exchange of comments, you know, with HEX community, and I wanted to clarify some things, and especially like G-Man, he's 100% right. So if any of my other videos, you know, you were you know, I don't know, you didn't understand it too well, in this video I'm actually trying to explain, you know, what could be next for HEX coin, and what to maybe expect. You know, it's all very risky, you know, market, very risky asset, but we'll see, guys. We'll see what's gonna happen, and probably, you know, I'll comment every month or 2 months, you know, or if there is a major event, I'll try to comment on that. And let's hope Richard Hart, you know, in HEX token, will take it in the right way. But remember, guys, crypto was not found so we have to trust to one person. Crypto is supposed to be trustless, supposed to be for the people, not for one person or one person's benefit. So guys, till next time, LJ out. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, like and subscribe.